Hi there, my name is Vicki Fischer. Today I wanted to share something from the depths of my heart, a practice for grief. I've experienced grief. I lost my father 4 years ago, so I wanted to give you this class to allow yourself to process in whatever way that might be for you. Every emotion is acceptable in this class, in this space. So when you're ready, we'll start seated. Just coming into your favorite seated position. I'm sitting on a cushion, so if you have a cushion, you might want to do that. Bringing the hands onto your knees just to start. Closing the eyes, sitting tall through the spine. Allowing the sitting bones to sink down. Sucking your belly up and in. Opening the shoulders a little bit. Tucking the chin a little bit down. Taking a deep breath in. And exhale through the mouth. Another deep breath in. Releasing strongly through the mouth. Another deep breath. Releasing. A last one. The strongest exhale. Releasing the breath back to natural. Taking one of your hands on the heart, the other hand on the belly. Once again, closing the eyes. Just beginning to feel into your body. Feeling your heart. Feeling the rise and fall of your belly. Asking your body what it needs today in this process. How can you help it? And I'd like you to think about your loved one who's no longer with us. Think about them in their best moment, your favorite memory. Think of them smiling and laughing. And then ask yourself, what is my intention for doing this practice today? Why did I come here today? I'm beginning to lightly blink the eyes open. If you're experiencing deep emotions, just let them come. I will keep teaching, but if you need to cry, if you need to scream, express whatever you're feeling and be authentic to your body, to your soul. So lightly releasing the fingers to the legs, just beginning to run the fingers up and down the legs. Bringing energy into the lower body. Breathing. Taking the hands onto the knees. With an inhale, beginning to lightly open the chest forward, opening the shoulders, lifting chin, and exhale, rounding, sucking the belly back into the spine, rounding the shoulders. Inhale, pushing the belly forward, opening the chest, and exhale, rounding through the spine. Keep moving with your own breath, closing the eyes. Feeling into the spine. Asking your spine what it needs today. How can you support it in this process? One more deep inhale. And coming back to neutral, we'll take a twist here, gently taking your left hand to the outside of your right knee, right fingers to the ground behind you, lifting out of the hips, lifting the chest. Deep inhale and exhale, twisting, looking back. Closing the eyes here, holding the twist. Allowing the upper back and shoulders to release a little bit. And coming back through the center. Sitting for a moment in the middle, closing the eyes, being still. And gently beginning to twist to the other side. Inhaling as you lift up. And exhaling as you gently twist. Looking back, being very gentle with your upper back, releasing a little bit of weight from the shoulders. And coming back through to the center, hands on the knees, closing the eyes, sitting tall. Gently beginning to release the legs wide and coming into a wide-legged fold. We'll work on releasing the hips a little bit, as this is a place where sometimes we can hide our emotions, okay? So just be gentle with yourself and really remain in the observation state, observing what emotions you're actually holding in your body today. So taking a deep inhale, fingers come forward. And exhale, walking fingers as far forward as feels good for your body. And then bending down, allowing the head and shoulders to relax. And walking the hands back in. Taking the legs together, bending through the knees, toes pointing to the sky, taking arms underneath the knees, grabbing opposite elbows, and just completely allowing your chest to round here, sinking onto your thighs, resting your forehead on your knees. Keep breathing, allowing the shoulders to completely relax, allowing your heart to feel contained here, to feel safe in this close-hearted pose. Giving yourself a hug. And beginning to release, taking the hands out and rolling back up to seated. Just sitting for a moment here, eyes closed, being still. And then we will transition to all fours. So moving your pillow to the side, coming onto all fours, and coming down into a child's pose, bringing the knees together, sinking the hips back, and bringing the forehead down, and then taking the arms behind you, resting alongside the body, allowing the elbows, the whole arm to be completely heavy, relaxing into the mat, allowing your shoulders to relax down. This is another close heart pose. It's really good for allowing your heart to feel safe, to feel contained. So just allow the whole back of the ribs and chest to relax and open. And keep breathing. And gently beginning to come back up onto all fours. Staying here for a moment, closing the eyes. Taking a deep inhale, filling the belly. And releasing from the mouth. 2 more. Deep inhale, filling the belly. Exhaling from the mouth. Last one, the most powerful one that you have. Inhale. And releasing. Beginning to come into pigeon pose. You might want to use your cushion, maybe not. Bringing your right knee up. Right ankle towards the left hip, squaring the hips, and coming down into your sleeping pigeon, resting forehead on the hands, making sure that your left hip is underneath you, that you're not falling onto the right side. And once you have your position, just staying still. This can be quite an intense pose because we often hide emotions in the hips. So just honor yourself here today, breathing into the pose, allowing the hip to soften, to speak to you, to tell you what you're actually feeling, what emotions you've been storing. And just allow yourself to express them however you need today. Keep breathing. Use the breath as much as you need. And beginning to crawl out of the pose, lifting the back knee and just stepping back into a child's pose, bringing your forehead down, taking the arms back once again, allowing your chest to completely relax, closing the heart. And coming back up onto all fours, moving to pigeon on the left side. Squaring the hips. And then beginning to come down into your sleeping pigeon. Resting the head down. And breathing. Remaining the observer today, noticing any differences between the right and left side, and honoring that. Breathing, releasing whatever you feel ready to today, with no pressure. You can keep what you still want to keep. There is no rush. and releasing, coming back up and stepping back, child's pose. And coming back up onto all fours, coming through to lie down on the back. You can bring your cushion underneath your head if you like. And coming down, it's nearly time for Shavasana. But first we'll take a little bit of a twist to release the spine a little bit, because your spine has been carrying a lot of weight. So taking your right knee into the chest, extending your left leg out, lightly beginning to take that knee across to the left side, extending your right arm out to the right, and maybe looking out over the right shoulder and fingers. Just honoring your right shoulder here, allowing it to release. You've been holding a lot of weight on your shoulders throughout this grieving process. So just gently allowing it to lift a little bit here. And coming back to the center, switching legs, left knee comes in. Taking the left knee across, twisting, and releasing, coming back to the center, hugging the knees in towards the chest, giving yourself a big hug. And we'll come into Shavasana. For this Shavasana, taking your feet flat on the mat, soles of the feet down, knees bent, feet come to the edges of the mat, and the knees rest into each other. Taking one hand on your heart, one hand on the belly, and just lying here, feeling your belly rising and falling, feeling your heart beating, feeling supported by the ground, by the earth. You're safe here, safe to experience whatever you need today. This is a heavy process. Nothing I can say or do will make it any easier for you. All I can say is I've been there. I know what it's like. And I'm holding this space for you today. And you can stay here as long as you need, really taking your time. I will leave you here, sending you lots of love. You've got this. Until next time, namaste.